Okay, folks, this will be an interesting and perhaps challenging one. Let's see if we can turn this one into a treat. Okay, let's see what we have. What we have here. We have here a disposable coffee cup, and this is what we're interested in, is this lovely graphic. So we don't really want the words as such, we just mainly want the graphic. So we're going to put it up. Shit, nearly dropped it. We're going to put it upside down. Yeah, I nearly dropped it, folks. So we're just going to put it on the glass like so, and we're going to roll it. Try and roll it. That should have turned out nicely. So this is a coffee cup. This is what you drink. How we have coffee now that we're in lockdown is we have it in disposable cups. No more table service here in Sydney. So no more table service. However much table service is something I enjoy. Well, that looks interesting. Going to stretch it. Maybe make it into something more interesting. Trying to think how to do it. But basically, we can't have table service anymore, folks. It's all takeaway. All restaurant food and drink is takeaway. However much takeaway isn't my cup of tea, I can see a shape. I can see a shape, folks. But basically, you can't have restaurants in dine-in anymore. So dining in is prohibited. The restaurants aren't allowed to serve dine-in, only takeaway. However much takeaway takes away, pardon the pun, some of the enjoyment of dining. Something we have to live with until the pandemic is brought under control and the restrictions are lifted, which is really easier said than done. I actually can't see how we're going to deal with this pandemic, but that looks good. I just have to enlarge it a bit on the vertical. But basically, yeah, we have to suck it up, and we have to just accept that we can't dine out. One of the many restrictions that us Sydney-siders, but Melbourne's affected, South Australia is affected. It's all because of that stupid limo driver in Bondi, the Bondi cluster as it is known as. The Bondi cluster was the beginning of this shit. And I'm really angry at that fucking idiot, that stupid limo driver that didn't wear a mask and he wasn't vaccinated. So it highlights the importance of sticking to the rules. Otherwise we do get shit like that, and that shit can just hit the fan, and the fan has already distributed lots of shit everywhere. No one's going to miss being hit by the shit on the fan. The shit has really well and truly hit the fan, and virtually no one is going to escape it. We all know what happens when someone throws a piece of shit at a fucking ceiling fan. I mean, seriously, it's like that. It's fucking like that. It's a real exponential case of the shit hitting the fucking proverbial fan. And yeah, it has. And what can we do? We have to fucking wear it. Wear the shit. But try our best to obey the rules. But the most important thing to take home is to get vaccinated, is to make an effort to set up an appointment as soon as possible. If there's only AstraZeneca, the blood clotting, the one that has been implicated in blood clots, well, take it, because hey, you're more likely to die of COVID than you are of AstraZeneca's side effects. The side effects of blood clots are rare. Even my GP had one of her children who was 20 years old vaccinated with Astra. 20 years old on AstraZeneca, and it was a GP, my GP. And she is a really well-respected GP in my local area. So ask your GP. If you've got any doubts or worries about the blood clots or whatever, if you're contemplating taking the plunge and doing AstraZeneca, well, until the Pfizer doses are rolled out, we have to use what we can to fight this. Do you want masks? Do you want more lockdowns? Do you want to lose your job? Do you want to lose money? Do you want to be, you don't want these things. It's much easier to take a jab in the arm than to fucking deal with this shit, folks, as a populace. As a populace, we must get vaccinated. It's the only way out. It's the only solution. Anyway, that looks brilliant. I think now we can call this demo quits.